everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Study with Soumya. I hope you all are well and safe. Make sure to subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Also, do join us at our Telegram channel, that is Placement Forenge. The link for the Telegram channel is given in the description itself. I hope you all have watched my previous video regarding important topics that you must have covered for aptitude for upcoming NQT exam. If you haven't watched that video, then do watch. In this video I have covered all the important topics that you should cover for your TCS NQT exam, right? In this video we are going to cover that how to ace programming section, what are the important topics that you have to cover before attending TCS NQT. So make sure to watch the complete video. I'm sure that this video is going to be very helpful for all of you. So do watch the complete video, do subscribe my channel. Thank you. Let's start. So let's discuss the important programming topics that you must go through before attending the TCS NQT exam, right? So what we have analyzed in the TCS NQT technical MCQs, that most important output based questions will be there, right? Output based questions will be there, right? Now what sort of question is they, like what is the level of difficulty? Are they medium, difficult or easy one? So for sure they are going to be easy. Maybe some question can be moderate level, but rarely it will happen, right? Mostly MCQs or mostly output based questions are going to be easy. The only thing they need is proper understanding of yours, right? So what is needed? Proper understanding. Suppose we have two variable, just a question, like I will tell you the answer as well, int a comma b, then okay, let's take int c as well, right? Then what we are doing next, c equal to scanf %d ampersand a ampersand b, right? Now they are just simply printing value of c. Now if you don't know, you must be considering that, oh, it's an error, that c equal to scanf %d and then this expression, this statement is an error, right? Most of you must be thinking the same, but no, it's not the case, right? So what is the value of c? C value is going to be 2. So these sort of questions are expected. They are tricky, although they are easy, but you are not aware of, if you are not aware of the functionality, if you haven't solved the question, if you haven't practiced the question, for sure you are going to do the mistakes. Now why we got 2 here? So basically by using scanf we are entering the values of two variables, that is a and b, right? So that's why c equal to 2. If in case we were just doing c equal to %d and ampersand b only, then in that case the value of c is going to be 1, right? So you must be aware of this small things. Basically what to do, like few days are remaining, even if you haven't revised. So from my side I would suggest that you have to go through all the previous year TCS NQT output based question, right? So this is what you can do. Maybe a case like, although it's for sure that questions are not going to be repeated, questions won't be repeated, but maybe just by changing few values, the concept that they are asking is almost same. So what you can do, go through all the previous year TCS NQT output based questions, right? So this is what you can do, because now time is very less, right? And for those who are already having a proper knowledge of these sort of questions, what they can do, so basically on IndiaBix you will get mock test regarding C language, C++ output based questions. So you can give mock. I'm not just specifically saying IndiaBix, there are certain other websites, you can just simply Google it, mock of technical MCQs, mock of C language, C++, like this you can go and you can give mock to analyze yourself. See, most of the time we used to think that our preparation is good and I'm going to score good, but it's not important. So to analyze yourself, to check on which level do you stand, what you can do, give mocks. They are very important. So those who are done with all the preparation, they can certainly give mocks. Maybe aptitude mock, that you can do, you can give, so you can check that how much you are scoring and in which topic you are not scoring well, so what is the mistakes, so that you can rectify all those things, right? Because this is the time. If you will do mistake in mock, that's totally okay, but in exam that's going to be very very problematic. Also you can understand whether you are able to manage time or not. I have told you 100 times that time management is very very important when you are giving competitive exam, right? So this is about output based question. Now they can ask you error based questions as well, like some, so basically some code is given and then they will ask you what is the error, you have to determine the error. So these sort of questions are also like most probable will be asked in TCS and QT. So for this, just a basic understanding of all the loops, functions, all the things is needed. Like error can be logical, syntax based error, anything is possible. So make sure to go through each and every statement that is given in the code. That is very very important. And don't think that it is going to be very very tough. No, it's not. It is for sure going to be easy one, right? Now, so in February and QT, some questions were from software engineering also. From software engineering, right? So what kind of questions were they? Easy questions were there based on software, like SDLC, software development life cycle, based on models that we have, like software models that we have. So these sort of basic questions were there. Like if you are having, of course, software engineering is a subject of yours, right? So if you are having some basic knowledge regarding software engineering, you will definitely able to solve the question, right? So this section, the questions based on this topic were this time in TCS and QT February exam. So that's why I recommended to even go through this as well. Next is data structure. So from data structures, which topics are important and which topics you must go through. So stack, very very important, and they won't ask you very tough question. This time in TCS and QT, they ask some question based on pop push, right? So these are the two operations that we can perform on stack. So question was something like whether, like we are pushing some elements, then popping out, then what is the remaining element in the stack now. So these sort of questions were there, not difficult one. So just go through this. You should be aware that when we will get underflow situation in stack, when we will get overflow situation in stack, that is very important. Next we have tree. So from tree, traversals, I have told you many times, traversal is very very important. They usually ask question based on traversal. So it's a humble request from my side, right? So that do revise traversal, do revise the sequence that we do follow in pre-order, post-order, level order. Also, if possible, do comment this, like what is the sequence for pre-order. Do comment what is the sequence for pre-order, what is the sequence for post-order, and for in order. So just do comment the sequence that we do follow, because if you will write down in the comment, so this will be in your memory. So just for you only I am saying this here. So that's very important. Traversal is very important. Some basic questions that they can ask, that for example some nodes are given, they can ask you whether this is a complete binary tree, full binary tree, or these sort of questions are possible. Some complexity based question also they can ask, that what is the complexity of searching an element in binary search tree. So this is also possible. So basic questions will be there. So if you are having some sort of basic understanding, so then TCS is all yours, right? The technical part is all yours. There is nothing to worry about. So tree, array, very very important. Array is also very important in terms of technical MCQ and in terms of programming as well. So array is very important in both the aspects. Just go through Q as well, that is also important, because in recently in TCS and QT they asked one MCQ based on DQ, right? So they asked something like name the data structure from which removal, or name the data structure where we can insert and delete the elements from both the ends, right? So this was DQ. So DQ based question they also ask, so that definitely for sure just have a proper understanding of DQ as well. So these are the important topics, and I'm not restricting myself. I'm not saying that these are the only topics. Just it's always good to explore more and more things you can do, but now as if it's the last time, so for sure you must be aware of all these things, and not a very depth knowledge required, just a proper understanding is needed, right? They can ask you that which data structure do we use. They can ask you for level order implementation, which algorithm is used, right? Which algorithm is used, BFS or DFS. So you have to be aware of it, that which algorithm do we use, right? So these sort of questions are very, very common that you must aware of. And also this is not for TCS only. Even if you are giving any other company exam, data structure is very, very important topic there, right? So just go through all of these basic things, that how to calculate the height of a tree if certain nodes are given. These things are going to be very, very helpful for you, right? So this thing was about technical MCQ. So don't worry guys, technical MCQs are not going to be that tough. Maybe a case that 1 or 2 MCQ can be from operating system as well. 1 or 2 rarely, but I just mentioned. So just go through all of them, and I am wishing, like I'm sure that you will do best in the test, right? So this was about technical MCQ. Let's come to the coding part now. Now most of the students asking the doubts that what topics to prepare, like how to prepare for TCS NQT. Now as this is the last time, so first of all you don't have to worry. They won't ask you linked list, stack, queue. For sure they are not going to ask you all these things. They won't ask, right? So then what sort of coding questions you can expect? Whatever questions will be there. Also many of the students asking that can we use inbuilt function or not, so just let me tell you this, that they won't ask you that difficult question that you have to implement any inbuilt function, you have to use any sort of inbuilt function. Like then what is the level of questions that are being asked in TCS? So question will be kind of tricky. There is no doubt about this. Question may be kind of tricky. Although this February time, the TCS NQT February exam, coding section part was easy, right? Even you know that, right? Those who attempted the paper, those who gave the TCS and QT, they also know that it was easy. But during October, right, when they were hiring for 2021, and QT October exam was like coding section was based on loops, arrays, string only, but question were twisted in such a manner that I cannot say that they were easy. I will say that they were moderate, right? So they were not easy but moderate, right? Because the twist that they were providing into the questions was kind of confusing. So that is the thing. Now how to prepare? So just loops, conditions, array and string. Yeah, only these sort of topics that they are going to ask in coding. That some question will be there where you have to implement loops only or conditions only, that is if else condition, or you have to use array only or string only, right? They won't go above this than this, like they won't ask you stack queue or anything like this, so you don't have to worry about this. Also some must to do programs like is Armstrong, very common program there, Armstrong, reverse a string, reverse a number, binary to decimal, decimal to binary, binary to octal, right? Reverse a string, I already did. Strong number, right? Strong number, GCD, LCM. So these are very basic programs that you should be aware of. Also rotation of an array, like a particular array is given and you have to rotate it. So rotation of an array, these sort of questions are normally possible. So make sure that before going there, before attending the TCS and QT, just go through all the basic questions. All the basic questions you must have to go through, so that you have at least some sort of idea, right? Because they are not going to ask you questions from high level data structure, that is tree and all. Questions will be from loops, conditions, array, string only, right? If by mistake I miss one or two topic, then you can simply mention it in the comment, right? So this is for the coding thing, right? Also some compiler issues, right? Maybe a case that they are possible. Now I usually get comments regarding compiler issues that ma'am, if due to compiler issues I cannot execute my code, then what will happen? So basically, if your cognitive skill part is good, that is aptitude, reasoning, verbal. So if your cognitive skills part is good, you have done well in technical MCQs, right? So even they do care about compiler issues, right? They do care about compiler issues. So make sure that you are writing the code. Some marks will be definitely awarded to you, right? And mainly focus on these two things, right? So if you have done good in these two things, there are around 95 to 98% chances to get shortlisted, right? Rarely, like, I'm not saying that everyone is going to be shortlisted. Really, maybe some cases that even coding matters, but generally what we have observed, so that is the case. So don't leave coding question even if it is giving some sort of compiler issue. Just write your code, write your approach, so that maybe a case that your code will be considered and some marks will be awarded to you, right? So that is the thing. I hope this analysis, this video has helped you, and if it really did, so make sure to subscribe my channel, make sure to like the video, do share this video with your friends who are having TCS in upcoming days. Keep preparing. All the best from my side. Bye bye.